A few announcements. One, obviously, I had the pleasure of being in the township tent for Franklin Day Festival with a large number of our staff members, and I know it's not really work for us that day. Some people have to work a little bit harder than others. I certainly give credit to the people who worked. Those being the police department and the public works department and the recreation department. My special projects manager, Safi Callan, Alice Sipowicz, those people worked. I, on the other hand, got the pleasure of speaking with residents and which is sometimes my job, I guess, but it's a much more enjoyable atmosphere at a festival than it is in my office every day. So we had a lot of fun, and it is a lot of work, and I appreciate all of the work that all of the volunteers, all of our staff members, but most importantly, Councilwoman Sherman. I get to see it, probably more so than the rest of you, all of the work. I get to sit in my office and watch her come and go day in and day out, day after day after day, for meetings and planning and all of the work that's involved. So it's an incredible task, and it is something that we should all be very, very proud of. I asked Councilwoman Sherman who won the Art Walk contest because there was voting from the public on which artist, you got to vote for an artist. And so since I asked her the question and she didn't get to say it, actually the person who I voted for won. So it was Carl Geisler, who actually is the president of the Princeton Photography Club. Has some beautiful pieces of photography that were on display, and Mr. Geisler won. He's a township resident, and that's pretty cool. So the person I voted for won.
I voted for him too.
There you go.
Obviously, a lot of people voted for him.
Obviously, a lot of people did, and I got to tell you, the ballot box was full of ballots. So it wasn't by a small number that people voted; it was by a very large number. So that was a really nice addition to the festival. Now back to work a little bit. County Route 632 is comprised of Bunker Hill Road, Canal Road, and the Griggstown Causeway. Beginning on this Friday and then continuing Monday through Friday for 2 to 3 weeks, depending on weather, Somerset County will be repaving Bunker Hill Road, Canal Road, and the Griggstown Causeway. So for those of you in the Griggstown section of town, it will be some inconvenience. However, we're being given assurances that all residents during the course of paving will have access to their homes. So, but everyone should be aware of that and plan accordingly. And then another announcement. I had the pleasure recently of making the acquaintance of Stephen Nagel, who is the new executive director of the Somerset Community Action Program. Very enthusiastic man, and it's nice to see that we now have that at SCAP. And he reached out to us, and we're actually our first project together, and I give him most of the credit for the work here, is I'm going to read it here, a financial literacy education program that will be hosted here. It's a joint effort by the Somerset Community Action Program and the Township. There will be 3 free financial literacy classes that take place here in our council chambers. The first on October 11th, called Debt Reduction and Asset Building, and then Building a Good Credit Rating on November 8th, and Consumer Protection on December 13th. Offered free to those who need it. Often the first way out of the despair that comes with financial hardship is to learn how to get yourself out. And here's an opportunity for all those in the township to come and participate in this training for free. It will be presented by professionals in the finance world. And to sign up for one or all of the workshops, you just simply ask to call SCAP at 732-846-8888. This will be on the Township website, it'll be on our calendar, and it's also on the SCAP website. So I encourage all the people who feel they want to get out from under in their finances to come learn how. And this is a wonderful opportunity to work with SCAP in a cooperative effort. And that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr.